fuck on the side. False reports, those are lies. We don't mix, please don't try. We cook hits, you cook fries. You round the clock just like 6. You round the clock just like 5. That means even when it's time, you pussy niggas still behind. Whoa, yeah. Bad bitties, you should know it. All dimes never token. We run from it while we toe to toe it. Living life cause we chosen. Living life cause it's open. Got our hands on the culture. I swear to God it ain't over.
Yo, 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 yo! What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Godamake, back with another video. Got my boy Kev Rodgers in the building.
See what up, roll calls.
See what?
You already know. We've been cracking up way before this starts. We're just gonna try to flow through it.
Right. Try to get through this without laughing at all. Try to be as serious as possible.
Right.
But you already know I got a couple questions for you.
Of course, let's get it.
Alright, bet. This is one thing I've always wondered about you especially.
Okay.
How did you come up with your name?
Very good question. I'm glad I get a chance to answer it. So, as you know, from Collinswood, I played sports, and I was really into sports. One of my favorite teams, as you can see right now, is the Green Bay Packers. You know, he's a Seahawks fan. We had to do this. So, you know, it was the progressive. But anyway, I was a basketball and football fan. My favorite basketball player was Kevin Durant. My favorite football player was Aaron Rodgers. I became a Kevin Durant fan actually when he was at Texas, believe it or not. Shout out to
before you got to the NBA?
Yes, bro. Shout out to my brother Nick. He got me my birthday in middle school, was in 8th grade. He got me a Texas Kevin Durant jersey when I was in 8th grade. And he just happened to go to my team, the Thunder, and I'm like, wow, craziness.
And you're a Thunder fan?
Yeah, diehard. I was a Seattle fan. Favorite player was Gary Payton.
Yeah.
So, you know, when they went to the Thunder, I just moved along with him. And then Kevin Durant came along and saved our lives for a little while. I said, okay, we back in business. We know more about it.
All right, speaking of Kevin Durant, how did you feel when you went to the Warriors?
Definitely one of the worst feelings as an OKC fan.
I mean, a lot of people were sending them death threats.
But
I had no personal problems with Kevin Durant. I just thought it was just a weak move.
Nah, for sure. But I will say this, in the defense of it, this was my only argument. I said I could not be completely mad at him because LeBron had just did the same thing. They spent 7-8 years in a franchise at their prime of their careers. You got about 10 years, really honestly prime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you're wasting your career.
Exactly. And they've been there multiple times, and we honestly seen that team just it was still something missing, and it wasn't.
And Kevin
enough.
Durant wasn't going to wait.
Yeah.
However, here's my argument between the LeBron and this is off topic, but between the LeBron and the Kevin Durant argument is that what people gotta understand is this situation is completely different.
Right.
However, I'm not mad at KD because he's got what he wanted.
He did get what he wanted.
But however, how he went about it.
I agree.
There's a difference between going to a 73-win team after losing to them in the Western Conference Finals.
I get it.
Then going to a team that was already asked to begin with.
Right.
You got swept in the finals with that team, and you go to a team that was fifth place in the East and got bounced out in the first round.
Right. And then did what you did.
Then joined D Wade and brought Chris Bosh with you. Right. Not join a team that already has a big three.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. I agree with that because that I ain't gonna hold you, man. That was bad, man. As a KD fan, that hurt. I was like, the Warriors. I said we almost beat them, man. We was at 3-1. It's like, dang, man. It was like that. Like the Warriors, man. Like, oh God. It was like how the dude said in the movie, the Warriors. I was so upset, bro. I was so upset.
All right. How long have you lived in Collinswood?
Wow. I moved to Collinswood when I was close to 10, so I want to say around maybe 8, 9 years old. I lived there, so I'm 25 now, so I don't want to sound bad at my math right now, so y'all add it up, because y'all on the internet, y'all got calculators.
Wow, so wait. So you're 25 now, you've been here, damn!
Yeah, it's been a little minute.
I think you've been here like 13 years. I've only been here for 10.
Yeah, been here a little minute. When we moved here, my oldest brother was in middle school. My second oldest brother was in 6th grade, I believe. And then I was in one of the early grades too. I was going back and forth because I was at Cooper's Point in Camden. My mom was a teacher there. And then there was a little bridge in the gap between my mom going like, okay, do I want you to come to Wilson when you get to high school, or do I want you to go to Collinswood?
I'm so glad you picked Collinswood because I want to go to Wilson.
Nah, I got way too many cousins and family members that go to Wilson and stuff like that. So my mom was just kind of like, man, like we already know it's a cesspool right now in the city. So I want to kind of get you a little light and understand what it's like.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, because a lot of people always try to tell me where I'm from when I tell them that I'm from Collinswood.
Right.
Because like I lived in. Okay, think about it this way. I was born in Voorhees.
Right.
But I was born in Voorhees. I lived in Pine Hill for a couple of years.
Right.
I don't really remember Pine Hill. I lived in Camden from kindergarten from preschool to elementary.
Okay.
And then I moved to Lindenwold, lived there from elementary to middle school.
Okay.
Then I moved here in the 8th grade, and then I've
Been here since.
I've been here since.
Yeah.
I graduated middle school here. I graduated high school here.
Right.
I made my channel here.
Right.
I finished my comic here. Like so many things I've done here in Collinswood.
Right.
So,
I don't understand why people have a problem with, like, you know, being proud of that. I just don't understand why that's a thing. Why don't you want your story to make it seem like you got a chance to get out of the city to maybe be able to come back and bring something to it. I think that's the best thing for me, was being able to like getting out the city a little bit and then being able to still work with the biggest artists in the city. You feel what I'm saying? So like to me, that's like you know, I'm doing my job. So y'all can say what y'all want. See what it can do for life. You feel me?
roll calls.
Roll calls. Go Bears.
What is your favorite song you made?
Good question. My favorite song that I made has to be, as cliche as you said, isn't real, because I had too much fun with that one. I had to set it off real quick. But Isn't Real is definitely my favorite because it was one of the first songs I purely just did not have no judgment on it at all. I just like made the beat. The beat just sounded so vintage and fun. I couldn't sit still while I was listening to it. I was like, man, I want to make a record. And then I was around, kept with my female friends, and I got the best advice I ever got in my life. I said, yo, you make female records, but we don't have anything that makes us feel good. Said, it's interesting.
Yeah, she basically just said, fuck, I'm just gonna like.
Yeah, I already had female records, but I just gotta like tweak certain things and make it. Look, don't make us feel
that's
like.
Kind of like that's kind of like what I do with my channel because like I make relationship advice videos. I haven't made one in a little bit, but like the best relationship advice video I made, in my opinion, was how to heal a broken heart. Because I got questions because most of my relationship advice videos were all like requested from females. Right. That was the first video I made for like as far as relationships go. Yeah. That was directed towards both male and female. So a lot of people asked me that question. Right. And at first I was like, I'm not a fucking love guru. I'm not a love guru. I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not supposed to answer that question. But then I had to think about it for a second. I was like, okay, this question actually can be answered. It can be explained, so I'm just gonna do my best to explain it. Right. But I agree. Out of all the videos I have on my channel, my favorite one has to be when I met my girlfriend. Diamond is watching this. I love you.
Yeah, you gotta give him some points for that, because that was a great points. He's got boyfriend points for that, so there you go. He just set it up perfectly right there.
Right. Best part of being in the music industry.
Best part about being in the music industry. I wouldn't even say forget the part about being in the music industry. I think the best part is actually being able to do what my passion is. I don't have to go to sleep with no regrets. Like I can wake up, God forbid anything should happen, but I don't have to, worry about, man, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my life? So, like 10 people at a show feels like 1,000 people, and when we had those 1,000 people there, it feels like a million. So,
you had a show at the Foundry, didn't you?
Yeah, we sold out. Philly? Yeah, we sold out. We ended up.
Y'all sold that bitch out.
Yeah, man. That's now twice. So for me, I've been to Mirror sold it out twice, which technically I'm a part of because I produced the majority of the records. Yeah. And then the first time Mirror did it, the next night Jaden had actually did his Vision tour. Yeah. So I literally went to 2 sold out concerts 2 nights in a row for 2 different reasons, but both of my beats were involved. So like I was soaking it up.
So either way, like you were a part of all of it.
Yeah. We got a chance to sign the wall at the Foundry now. So if you guys go to the Foundry, you will see me, Mirror, Ish, and Shakir's name signed on the wall, and it's engraved in there now. So
and
Jose. So we got Collinswood.
Long live Jose.
Long live Jose. So it's crazy the fact that it's even happening, but yeah,
But for me personally, the best part of me being on this platform, honestly, is like you said, doing what I love. Because like I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. When I first started this YouTube shit 3 years ago, I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, what am I doing? I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I quit YouTube May 2018. I quit because there was just so much going on. There was so much negativity. I'm like, okay, I don't want to bring this on YouTube. I'm just gonna quit. I came back in July, and look where I am now.
I think honestly, bro, like first of all, you already know, I already told you on camera, I'm proud of you for doing what you're doing, especially. But I always tell people, I said, when you're trying to be successful in something, there's no way, there's not a person I'm pretty sure that anybody admires that's successful that did not put themselves in uncomfortable situations. You just have to get out of side of your comfort zone to
trust me, because like this platform has took me places I didn't think I could go.
Exactly. You can't be afraid to live.
And like I said this in my what it takes to be a public figure video.
Right.
And I said like the main thing, you and I can both agree on this.
Yeah.
The one thing you're going to get as a public figure, entertainer, rapper, singer, YouTuber, whatever, you're going to get hate.
Yep.
You're going to be depressed. You're going to lose sleep.
Yep.
You're going to like have this. You're going to have this thought. You're going to have this thought in your head like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
110%. 110%.
And like you literally have to train your mind to tell yourself like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Yup.
I love what I'm doing.
Yup.
I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, regardless if I get famous or not.
Yup.
And what I try to tell people is like, people need to. I'm sorry, but people need to stop giving a fuck about fame.
Facts.
I don't do this shit for fame. I don't do this shit for money.
Right.
I don't do this for none of that.
Right.
Do it because you love it. Because at the end of the day, if you only do it because you get paid for it,
it'll show. It'll show. You'll fall out. You'll fall out because those things are what you call trends. Those things are what you call time, actual things. When you try to worry about the money, because now you got a goal. You want to make a certain amount so you can do certain things. But then what happens when you've done that? What do you do after that? You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got that goal. That goal is not for me. My goal isn't always just money cap. My goal is actually the impact. Where is your legacy? You feel what I'm saying? What Drake said, where your band at? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's where it's about, bro. Stuff like this, actually being able to have two people from the wood as influencers in their respective areas is actually talking about something that 100 other people's gonna look at and go like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, I went to school with them, you know? Like, so this is what it's about. If you're not in it for this, don't do it.
It's all about what you want to be remembered by.
Facts.
What you want to be remembered for.
Facts.
The image you leave.
Facts.
It's not about how much money you make.
Nope.
It's not about like how many girls you get, how many cars you get. If you're only in this for the materialistic shit, if you're only in this for like the clout,
Right.
Like you in it for the wrong reason. That's all I'm trying to say.
You'll be going soon.
What inspires you to keep putting out music?
Life, daily life. I'm an artist that's based off of just waking up in the morning and doing what I do. I'm such a production-based artist that like I don't have like a standard on like what I want to talk about. I just try to give inspiration, one, talk about things that I learned to be better as a human myself. That's one thing I do focus on my music. I try to get my own life lessons in there to like help myself better. And that's the best thing I can honestly say, to be honest with you, because you know, just being me is probably the best privilege I got.
Oh, trust me. Me personally, I just love entertaining people.
Yeah.
Like even when I was in high school before this YouTube shit, I've always loved entertaining people.
Me too.
Because like, bro, like if you knew, I don't know if you were in Collinsville when I got. I don't know if you were in Collinsville High School when I got there.
Where you graduated?
I graduated in 15.
Okay, so I put it there. So yeah, you were a freshman, I was a senior.
Bro, I don't know if you remember me walking down the hallway blasting WWE music and shit.
Oh. Actually, you know what? I actually do remember you in the hallways as a freshman. I do remember you in the hallways as a freshman. You stuck out. You were definitely
Oh
somebody.
my god, bro. This story time is on YouTube, and that's another thing I want to point out about this YouTube shit.
Right.
I have no shame, bro. Like I will.
No, as you shouldn't.
I have no shame, bro. Like I will tell my most embarrassing stories and just not give a fuck.
Right, as you should.
Bro,
as
like,
you should.
I don't know if you, yeah, bro, you probably saw this because I was a freshman. Bro, this was the most random day in high school, bro. So it was after winter break.
Right.
Bro, I was a huge Power Rangers fan, so I got a morpher for Christmas.
Oh man.
Bro, I got into a fight and I tried to turn into a Power Ranger.
Oh no! They probably was like, oh man, what's going on down here?
Bro, like, I had my hit by my back and pulled up my morpher. I was like, it's morphin' time.
Yo, I'll tell you this one thing right now. That in high school, whoever the opponent was probably was thunderstruck. They probably was like, I don't even know what to do right now. Like,
Bro, and the worst part is, I had my eyes closed thinking I was actually turning into a Power Ranger.
Wow.
And like, bro.
That's hilarious, dude. That's actually pretty funny.
And bro, the funniest part is I got thrown in the trash can. I wasn't even mad about it. Bro, they ended up being my boys after that. But like, here's what I was mad about. I was pissed because the fucking morpher didn't work.
Oh my, I'm going to y'all. He said the morpher didn't work.
I was like, yo, mom, give me a fake morpher.
He was in the trash can like, dang, this shit broke. That's funny.
Yo.
That's hilarious.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Damn.
All right, right now and all time.
Okay. All right. I got two that's all time, period. And they're for two different reasons. But if I had to put two on the table, it's going to be 50 Cent and Kanye West. That's the only two I'm
Kanye West is a musical genius.
Yeah,
I love 50 Cent.
yes. Those are literally like, it's crazy to think about it because I feel like those are like my split personality. Because like I grew up around a lot of stuff that, you know, we grew up in, they ain't had shit. So I feel like that side and stuff I grew up on my side, I was in Camden and stuff, definitely get that 50 Cent like kind of, you know, inspiration type shit. And then you got the Kanye West is when I came to Collinsville, you start realizing like, oh wow, you know, Daft Punk got a song out called Stronger. You know, you start thinking about stuff like that, you know? And then now I'm just meshing those both worlds together, and it's like, oh, okay, I like these two influences.
Yeah. Okay, rap wasn't always my favorite genre.
Okay.
But like, if I had to choose who my favorite rapper is right now, it's there's two. There's a YouTube rapper and actual rapper. It's King Von and DDG.
Okay.
I like King Von strictly because of the music he puts out.
Right.
It's not about what I live, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a street dude.
Right.
I'm not.
I mean, majority of people that listen to, first of all, the one thing I will say too, majority of people that listen to those type of hood records is definitely not people that live in the hood. There's a lot of people that buy the hood music that's not from the hood, so you're perfectly okay.
Yeah, and DDG, I just like his music. I like the content he puts out.
Right.
And the fact that I've been following DDG since he started YouTube.
Oh wow.
Since he was in college and shit, and now I see him doing music, I'm like, oh shit.
Right, let me give it a try.
And then when I first, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, the first song I heard from him was a song called Big Boat, when he dissed Lil Yachty.
Oh wow. Damn, he dissed Lil Yachty? Oh wow.
Yeah, he dissed Lil Yachty, and then he got to another rap beef. I'm like, okay, he pretty fire. Right. I'm gonna be honest with you, he better than half the niggas these people listen to. I'm sorry.
Man, don't get me wrong. You know, the industry right now, it's
now, granted,
there's some gems in there, but there's still.
Speaking of which, can I talk about this real quick?
What's up?
I was talking to my boy Cam a couple days ago, right? About the music scene in Camden especially.
Right.
How people, let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with supporting people in your circle.
No.
But it becomes an entire issue when you only, it's not that when you only support them, because some people don't support people they don't know, which is
right.
But like, you put your friends on such a high pedestal, give them standards that they can never live up to.
Yeah, I think that's, and I like the fact that you said that, because I think that's a thin line where it's like people get that messed up, where it's like why is wrong with them supporting their friends 100%? No, that is not what we're saying. What we're saying is, if he's supporting this person, right, and he's pushing them very, very hard, and he's putting them at the highest ceiling, he's been doing it for a long time, and he's still the only one pushing him, then it's a problem, because that means there's something wrong with the music. If he's really pushing them, 9 times out of 10, and somebody's really supporting you, other people are supposed to join along. That's really what's supposed to be for. It's not supposed to be for just the one person to support it. Your main person that knows you is supposed to be the person that leads it off. And then it's supposed to be good enough that everybody who don't know you or just knows him is supposed to come in. But if you're 2 years in and he's still the only one posting your music, it's like, bro,
and not
let it go.
Oh no, it's not even that. It's that too. But like, all right. Think about it this way. Because me personally, first of all, I support literally everybody in college.
I see it.
But like, I can honestly tell you, I don't listen to all Amir Fontaine songs.
Right.
I don't listen to all of your songs. I don't listen to all Ish. I don't listen to all Chuck. I fuck with y'all music. I just don't listen to every song y'all put out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a real answer, because a lot of people will lie to you and say, yo, bro, everything you drop is fire.
That's the point. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Exactly.
Because first of all, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna tell you if I think a song you put out is trash.
And I wish people were like this and know what it is, know what the problem is. Rappers, stop being so sensitive, bro. You are sensitive, bro. I can't handle criticism at all.
Bro, I will seriously let you know, like, bro, the song's trash, you can do better. That's literally what I'm gonna say.
Right. And you have every right to do that. One, because it's your right to have your own opinion. And two, especially if you ask me for my own opinion and I tell you that I don't like it and it's trash, don't get mad at me because you asked me for my opinion. Like, I just think, like, I agree with you on that. I feel bad a lot of times for the consumers, because there's a lot of people that are holding their tongues on how they feel about music because they don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And it's like, bro, think about this. Think about how contradiction this is. You're thinking about hurting somebody. A rapper gives you the energy that, like, if you tell them they're not gonna like their music, it's gonna hurt their feelings, and they're preaching them being violent. What? Like, think about that, bro. Like, what? You're like sounding hard and doing all this all stuff, but then you like your feelings is hurt when somebody from around the corner who can't even get you in a door in New York says that your music is trash. That hurts your feelings? What? What are we doing, bro? Think it up, bro. Come on, bro.
Nah, okay. This is completely off topic, but like I've been speaking about this on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever, all my social media. You know I'm against snitching.
Right, 110%.
Like I'm against snitching.
Right.
You know about the Tekashi 6ix9ine situation. I made a video called 5 Types of Snitches. And I'm telling you right now, that video got a lot of hate. Do I care? No. But like, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Because whenever I bring up Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching, the first thing y'all tell me is what everyone else did to him. They fucked his baby mama. They stole from him, robbed him, whatever. Let me tell you something. I may not know about the streets, but let me tell you something about the streets real quick. That shit is code. You do not snitch on anybody. Think about it this way. Snitching is not like, okay, your house gets robbed, so you go to the police. That's not the same. It's not the same. I'm gonna tell you what snitching really is. You get arrested for murder, and you go to the police and tell them where you got the murder weapon from. That's snitching.
I agree.
Getting arrested for possession and then tell the cops who your supplier is. That's snitching.
I agree. That's the definition of it right there. That's the separation. I agree with you on that. I just feel as though the rule number one is don't get yourself mixed in with people you know you can't get yourself out of. It's as simple as that. Anybody who's grew up in those environments and know, we're not dumb to this. It's like, that's the one thing I will say is like, we're not dumb to what happens. We just are understanding what not to go entertain. Like there's no child, there's nobody, whether you grew up in the hood, whether you're not. We all know what's going on. It's either media or the America that tries to ignore it. That's one. So you kind of don't have that like I'm worried about it type of feeling. But that's not because you don't know. That's because you're trained not to care about it. So my thing is like, don't let that I didn't know fool you. You know what's going on. Don't get yourself involved in anybody you can't get yourself out of. That's just my only advice.
And also, don't do street shit if you don't rap.
Yeah.
Don't act hard if you're sweet.
Right.
I meant to say don't act sour if you're sweet, but same shit.
I say one thing too, bro. The rap game don't care about how tough you are. That era,
really don't.
That era of gangster rap is over. It doesn't have to just be that. It's about authenticity now. Now it's just about, are you really who you are?
At this point, I'm sorry, but these guns I see on these videos, they're getting less and less intimidating.
Yeah, it's just starting to.
Don't get me wrong. If someone points a gun at me, I'm booking it. But
I'm definitely not really fond of putting guns in my videos. I'm not gonna tell nobody they can't, but because I don't know if you.
It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, for me, I'm not gonna do it. You know, I wouldn't do it. You know, anybody I know who has done it before, I've always like reached out and everything like that, just to make sure they're always aware of what's going on, and they usually are. But you know, I always just make sure
as long as they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I always just send out that courtesy because I don't want none of my brothers and nobody I know in the industry I get cool with to be out there.
If you could do a feature with any artist, who would it be?
Right now?
Right. All time or right now?
I got two. I'm gonna do all time. Right now, I want to work with PNB Rock.
PNB Rock?
I need to get PNB Rock. Somebody, I need to talk to these people. We need to get on it. We need to get in the records room. We need to get in the studio with me, PNB. I already been talking. We need to talk. You know what I'm saying? PNB, I got some work. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what's going on a little bit. I know you've been paying attention to South Jersey and everything like that. I know you know what's going on. Kev Rodgers, chop work. The second one, all time, is. So this is a good one. But you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Damn, actually this is hard because I don't even know if he's on this type of time anymore. My dream wish would just be in the studio with Kanye, bro. I would love to just be able to work with Kanye. Not one of those things where I'm like just producing or like, no, I want to be able to like cut records and talk about whatever I'm trying to do with the project. That's the type of work I'm talking about. Not like, oh, let me just add something or do something to whatever you're doing production. Like, no, I want to actually work. So that would be that. But I don't know what type of time he's on right now because he's doing the whole thing. So
now for me, if I could, there's two people. If I could do three actually. Okay. If I could do a video with anybody, any YouTuber, it would be Flight Reacts, Soluminati, and Pretty Boy Fredo. And Ninja. The boy Ninja, he just on Twitch. I think so. Yeah. Flight Reacts, I just fuck with his energy.
Okay.
Flight Reacts, like he's his own This is why I like Flight Reacts because I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like especially Cali YouTubers, they're all the same. They do the same shit. They act the same.
They're in the same
they
areas.
talk the same.
They're in the same areas.
They live like 3 blocks from each other.
I know, right? They all got that same sunshot. Like,
Bro, like, and not even that, bro. Like, bro, this is one thing I don't like about YouTube, and that's fake beef.
yes, internet beef period is just this is the biggest cornball move I've ever seen in the internet.
Like, me personally, Fight Reacts, first of all, he's ass at basketball, that's one thing, but so am I, so I can't talk shit. I ain't gonna front, bro, I'm garbage. But like, also, Pretty Boy Fredo, he's my favorite YouTuber.
Okay.
DDG, he's also one of my favorite YouTubers, and Solo Minotti's just funny as hell.
So have you ever reached out to him yet?
When I first started YouTube, I hit up Solo Minotti for a 1v1. That nigga is 6'6".
Oh goodness gracious.
Bro, guess how tall I am?
Yeah, 2 guard.
Guess how tall I am?
You at least gotta be under 6 foot.
Bro, I'm 5'10" and a half.
Yeah, so 6'6".
I'm not even 5'11".
He dunking on your soul.
Oh, he said what? He not dunking on me, he dunking on me and my soul.
Right.
And then Fight Reacts, who's 6'3". Me and my supporters spammed the fuck out of him for 1v1. He hasn't responded yet, but Godamake family keeps spamming him.
Yeah, I got you. When if I run into him, I'm telling him to hit you up. I'm letting you know right now.
Now, this is something I've always wanted to know. What made you a Packers fan?
Great question. Now I'll get a chance to tell the origin story. So born in '94, right? Packers won the Super Bowl in '96. Now I'm not old enough to really understand football like that. I'm only 2 years old. But with that being said, my older brothers were, and my parents were. So, you know, my mom, when I became 4, I think that was after we went back to back to Super Bowls and we lost to John. You know, this one's for John. I hate that clip. That's the stupidest one. That's the one where they beat us, and we should have went back to back. But Brett had MVP that year. Ridiculous. Like Brett, like we lost to Terrell Davis. He had a migraine, bro. Like, how did we lose that? But anyway, so '98. I'm 4 years old now. My mom, for my birthday, I got like this Power Wheels car, and I had a Brett Favre jersey. And that's like one of my first pictures and stuff like that. And that's what got me into football.
Oh, yeah.
Was like, so Brett Favre jersey, that's like, I showed up to Oakland Cougars practice with a Brett Favre jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's all I knew. And older and older as I got into it, like it was just bigger and bigger and bigger. But it was so bad. I was a diehard early on. Like in elementary school, I went to Sharp. I was in elementary school, and I remember we had on Fridays on, like, you know, Eagles Day, they'd be having Dr. June, they'd be making spelling tests and they'd just say go Eagles on it.
Yeah.
And shout out to Miss B, because that's actually Miss Ellishaw was her name, because she had remarried or something like that. But anyway, she had a test, and my test was the only test that had Go Packers on it. This is true to anybody that's in my class, they will tell you this. I was not even taking tests at like 8 years old that said Go Eagles on it. It had to say Go Packers. We wasn't even in the same division. We wasn't even playing each other that week. They just knew, don't put Go Eagles on my paper. It's Go Packers. And then the other fun fact I gotta tell y'all was, I still got a picture of it on Facebook. We won, when we played against the Eagles, the 2010 run, we won the Super Bowl. And we beat the Eagles, the Michael Vick close to MVP year. And they had on paper, the paper, the next day the paper came out, and it was Jamal Williams with the interception.
Yeah.
And it said the Eagles out of miracles, right? So I took it as far as taking a newspaper to school. I walked to school, I bought the newspaper right there at the corner store, walked into school the whole entire day like this. I'm not playing, ask anybody, all the teachers, everybody. The only person that dapped me up was Mr. Oliveira, because he was a Packers fan. That was it. Everybody else was so bad. They was trying to snatch the paper. There's a picture about it on my Facebook. I'm sitting here just like this with it, with the paper, just like this.
Yo,
the whole day.
Are...
Oh, I was a savage, bro. I was a savage.
All right, bro. All right, so this is one question I get a lot about how I became a Seahawks fan.
Right.
First of all, I've been a Seahawks fan pretty much my whole life.
Okay.
So you know my brother TJ.
Of course.
TJ's an Eagles fan.
Right.
My mom's a Cowboys fan. My dad's a Pittsburgh fan. Yo, that's how our house is. Yo, our house is the same way. You know our house like that. Derek's a 49ers fan. Michael's a Cowboys fan. My stepdad's an Eagles fan, and my mom's a Pittsburgh fan. That's how it is in our house. Yeah. So if you lose, like that's the worst. The worst is to lose that week, because it's like everybody in the house like, don't you lose this week. If you are 0-1, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me until you guys get a win. But like, bro, like this dude is a Bengals fan.
Yeah, I haven't heard of a Bengals fan. Even in Ohio, I haven't.
However, I've never met ever in my life. Never. Not as many customers as I get at Wawa. Never in my life have I ever met a Browns fan.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a good one. I haven't met a Browns fan either. If you were a Browns fan, you was born in like 50 something, 60 something. Like you still definitely talking about Jim Brown, the greatest athlete.
Oh damn!
You got it. People were Browns fans, and that's no shock because Jim Brown is probably top.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying that was before Brian's song. So like y'all coming out.
So like. I'm gonna be honest with you, I became a Seahawks fan after Super Bowl 50.
Okay.
Actually, no, before Super Bowl 50. Because mind you, Super Bowl 50 is like what, 2005? I was like, what, 7?
Yeah, so that's when they played Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I bet my stepdad $3. I was only like 5 years old. But I bet my stepdad $3 that we would make it to the Super Bowl. Did not know anything about football. Did not know what the Super Bowl was.
And they got there, so that's how you know it's time. You knew. I get you. I know what you mean. You find it's like your energy as a youth, as a child, it gravitates towards something, and you can't explain why you like a team, but it just telling you like I like this team. I don't know why. This is what pisses me off, and it's mainly Eagles fans that do this. No, I'm dead serious. It's mainly Eagles fans that do this. My brother doesn't do it, but it's mainly Eagles fans. And I'm sorry. You get offended by what I'm about to say? Hey man, tell you the truth. Tell you the truth.
That's on you.
Tell you the truth.
Literally, the main question I get is, am I from Seattle? Have I ever been to Seattle? Have I been to a Seahawks game?
Oh, I hate those. I hate that. You talking about like you're not a real fan if you ain't go to the game and type stuff like that. Okay,
Funny thing is, I went to a game this year. I went to a game this year. I saw my favorite quarterback throw a touchdown.
Fire.
Back in November, I saw my favorite quarterback throw a touchdown.
Fire.
Now, if he threw it to Tyler Lockett, I would have went straight fangirl.
Right.
I'm being real with you. But my thing is this: we live in New Jersey.
Right.
We live in New Jersey. Y'all want to talk about local? I have not met a Jets fan in my life.
Me neither.
I have not met a Jets fan.
Nope.
I still have yet to meet a New Jersey Devils fan.
Nope.
Y'all talk about local. Y'all repping a team that's in Philadelphia. That's across the fucking bridge. That's not local, my guy. It's not local.
Right. No, the one thing I got was the metropolitan area. I was like, oh, come on, man, with that crap.
Or how about this? Basketball. I don't know any New Jersey Nets fans.
Yeah, I only know one Nets fan, and that's out of my entire life, to be honest with you. One Nets fan, and that should be bad because they were in Jersey at a point in time. Even though now they're in Brooklyn, but it's still like I'm only meeting one Nets fan in my entire life. And it ain't like I moved from Jersey. I've been in Jersey my entire life.
Now, granted, there's nothing wrong with being an Eagles fan.
None.
Because like I know people from here. They're like, oh, I grew up watching the Eagles. I'm like, okay, bet. I grew up watching the Seahawks.
Right.
Like I grew up watching these things. I've been a fan of the Seahawks before Russell Wilson, before Pete Carroll.
Right.
Dude, like, but then someone asked me, "Oh, were you with the Seahawks when they were asked?" I'm like, "Bro, I've been a fan, bro." Let me tell you something.
Since 2005. First of all, you were there for the loss. So if you were there for the Super Bowl loss after, bro, then you're a real fan, bro. You're a real fan.
Well, how about this? We went 4-12 one year. This is after Mike Holmgren and before Pete Carroll. Bro, I'm telling you, we went 4-12. We got Earl Thomas the next year.
Yo, that's one thing I want to say about y'all, man. Like, first of all, you know, like, this is why we're wearing these jerseys. Because this rivalry is for real. This is one of the best rivalries I thought was in the National Football League the last, like, couple of years, too. Besides y'all and the 49ers. Me, personally, that's just my opinion, and I'm a Packers fan. I say that the 49ers and the Seahawks are the best rivalry in the 2010s in football. Like, it's just not, bro.
And this year proved it.
There's no way, bro. There's no way. Those two teams are ridiculous. Those Patrick Willis teams and those Legion of Boom teams were ridiculous. I was a Packers fan. I had Aaron Rodgers, almost a superhuman, and I didn't want no parts of them. All right, I didn't want no parts of them. I want no parts, bro. When we were up 16-0, bro, I knew it was a miracle and God was coming back. When we was up 16-0 on them in the NFC Championship, I knew for some reason it was too good to be true. I was like, yo, this is ridiculous.
Yo, I'm at work watching the game that we had this year.
Yeah.
In the divisional round, right?
Divisional round.
Bro. When I tell you, y'all went up like 20-3 or something.
Yeah, and you gotta start coming back.
And I went up 20-3. I'm standing at the register. I was like,
You know, it was payback. But you know what it is about those games? I hear that like it really determines who's home. Like who's home is kind of what the record's been based off of. I think it's like 3-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy. But
bro, like,
we're gonna keep seeing each other. I'm letting you know right now.
We have not.
My opinion,
we have not beaten y'all in Lambeau in years.
No, y'all haven't beat us in years.
However, y'all haven't beat us
in Seattle in years.
No, y'all beat us in Quest Field, but CenturyLink, y'all not beating us in CenturyLink yet.
It's not happening. Not right now.
And another thing I want to talk about this, bro. Another thing I want to point out about Eagles fans. I'm sorry.
Talk the truth.
We beat y'all in November, right? I didn't say shit. I did not say shit.
Oh, they were coming at y'all.
But my thing is this. I get it. Y'all had a good. Don't get me wrong. Y'all played great with the practice squad roster, but y'all were talking hella shit when y'all beat the Cowboys with the practice squad roster. But as soon as y'all lose to us in the first round, that's y'all excuse.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't care about injury excuse because my team won the Super Bowl as a 6 seed with 16 people on IR. So I don't really care about that whole I'm injured and all that extra stuff. Because at the end of the day, bro, the best team usually wins. Like that's just I just don't really care about that. The injuries, unless it's like something crazy significant, and I'm not gonna sit there and say Eagles fan gonna be mad at me, but Carson Wentz that's not significant because this team has proven that it can win without Carson already before. So unless it was like Fletcher Cox or something, or if you know what I mean, then I'd get all right. That's a big because the defense wasn't that loaded to begin with. So losing somebody like Fletcher Cox plays a big role.
Granted, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Carson Wentz is injury prone, which I don't think he's injury prone because all of his injuries were freak accidents. Like that 20 seat. Okay, I will say this. One, the hit from Jadavion Clowney. Yeah. He should have slid.
Yeah.
His 20 CL.
Yeah, sure CL.
Against the Rams.
Yeah.
He should have slid.
Yeah, he did. Those two injuries was because he was leaning forward. That is true. I didn't even think about it like that. Looking back at it, I ain't looking at it like that.
But yeah, guys, listen. We just had to put on for the wood real quick.
You already, man.
Roll calls, go Panthers.
Yep, always.
Thanks for coming, man.
Come on, bro. You already know. We gotta do it for the home team. Make sure y'all following him, man, because he's doing something real positive.
Man, follow my boy, man.
Yeah, you already know.
At Kev Rodgers, at Evan_Godamake. I'll put the links in the description below. Go fuck with his music.
Appreciate y'all. It's a reels out. Link in the
description below. Yep. I will see y'all next time I upload, alright? Godamake family, we back in this bitch.
Yes, sir.